right, all right, all right, all right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I scheduled my appointment with the dentist this morning. I I scheduled the appointment yesterday, and I made sure I got to the dentist 15 minutes earlier, as asked. If you could get there 15 minutes earlier, and I did. So this is why I'm up so early doing this video because I want to show you what the Most High Yah revealed to me. I knew it all the time. But like I explained to you all once before, the Most High would answer you with an example. I know you might not have ever experienced it because no one ever taught you that the Father don't have to answer you the way you think that he should answer you or the way you expect him to answer you. Sometimes he answer you through a example. And that's what he did to me with me this morning. And it dawned on me when I sat here and I said, you know what? Let me do a park and let me do a video. I knew it all the time. You can know something and it be so heavy that you don't want to share it with people because of the heaviness of it. But I'm going to share it this early morning because the Father gave me an example and then taught me something that I always knew, but he brought it in a way where I understand that this is where things really reside right here and now. So get this. And then he connected with the situation I had yesterday. So he's really trying to make sure I get this. And I know that I have, so that's why I want to bring it to you this morning. I knew it all the time, but I'm so grateful for the direction of the Father who allow you to have examples or show examples of things he really, really meant for you to really get and hold firm to. Yes, is it heavy? It's heavy because I explained to you also a few days ago that the Spirit said to me, Deborah, is deeper than deep. And I said, okay, Father, leave me with the first deep. The second and third and fourth deep is too deep for me. Just leave me with the first deep. I'm okay. Because if it's deeper than deep, this is also the example I'm about to give you that he gave me is also a part of being deeper than deep because it'll lose you. You will lose it out here, you guys. And many have. You will lose it and be somewhere you wouldn't have never thought you would be. Either 6 foot under or locked up in someone's four walls in jail somewhere. So what happened? I made me a dentist appointment and they asked you to come 15 minutes early. So I got in and I sat out in the car because I was like a half an hour. So I wait 10 minutes till and I walked in and there were three people already seated. And you had, I'm going to call her a brown skinned woman at the counter, at the reception desk. And she was like, you can be seated. I get with you shortly. And the way she said it, I said, oh, okay. And then she said something like, because I asked her, do I sign in? When I walked in, do I need to sign in? She said, no, just you can be seated. I will get with you shortly. Do I sign in? Then she repeated me as I was walking away. Anywhere you go, the first thing they want you to do is sign in. But with this lady, she for her to be the front desk receptionist, she was probably the same age as I am, but then again, she might be older because she looked older. And she did say, uh, uh, um, the way she conduct herself are very, very unprofessional. Now, I want you to understand there were three clients, I think, patients or whatever you want to call it, sitting in the office already. So I go to sit down, and then another individual come in, and then another individual come in, and then another individual coming in. All of these people that was coming in were white people, male and female, young, not young, older, and middle age. So I sat there, and I know that they opened up at 8 p.m., 8 a.m. So I just sat. You know what that woman did? She took everybody, and it was like five people came in after me, and she waited on every five of those individuals. She made sure she put all the European, I'm gonna say the white people, ahead, and they got called back. And I'm sitting out there with the last person that came in, which is another brown skin female, and she had to been something like 30. And she turned to me and she said, "Ma'am," she looked. But first, what really got me was there was a European, uh, I say a white, let me just stick with white man, and he had to been like probably in his 80s. And he looked over there at me like to say, why are you still sitting here? You see? And then she called him. So she cleared out all of them and left me there and the other a brown skinned woman that came in last. And she turned to me, she said, "Ma'am," the brown skinned young woman, she turned to me, she said, "Ma'am, you ain't been waited on." She said, "I was here yesterday and they had me in here for 3 hours." And I said, "Do you know she waited on everybody that came in after me? And they in the back." I said, "You know what? I'm out." I walked out. I walked out of the place, got in my car, and just poured off and parked right here because I was listening to the Spirit say to me, "You're listening, Deborah, but you're not taking it in." I know it's hard to deal with the reality, but you knew. I want to say to you out there that are Judah and know that you're Judah, and those that are Judah that don't know that they are Judah. But I want to let you know, uh, brown skinned people, even though throughout times we actually have behold, we've seen how we have been treated by uh, the heathens and the Gentiles. We've seen it, we felt it, we experienced it, we got a history behind it. But what the Father want me to share with you, that I know, that I knew, but I didn't know how to bring it forth. So he gave me the example yesterday, running into a brown skinned young man, like 30, in between 30 and 35, and the way he conduct himself toward me. And then this dental appointment, another brown skinned person, and the way she conduct herself toward me. The Father is showing me, Deborah, you knew, but you ignoring the fact that it's as deep as I say that it is deep. This is a part of that deepness, not your first deep, Deborah. This is the second and third and fourth deep that a people have not and will not grip. The woman asked me when I made that video saying, our people are talking about boycotting. We're boycotting them instead of just saying don't go back there ever. And we're trying to boycott, but we are not boycotting how we are treating each other, how we are acting around each other, how we are killing each other by great numbers. And the first thing brown skinned people say, well, the white people been doing, look, this is the reason why you don't know who you are. You don't know who you were. You don't know who you are. And you ain't going to about know what's about to happen to you. Because back to Matthew 24 and verse 7 is what the Father is sharing with me, giving me that example. Because I'm looking on the outside. I'm looking at racial war, which is right before us. It's already happening. People are already starting it. Not starting it. I need to stop saying it. People are already doing it. Melanin, brown-skinned people are dropping like flies by hateful white people. And they can't even focus on stuff like that to know that it'll be your father or your mother or your son, your daughter. It'll get around to your household, but they function level is not there. Y'all be thinking I be just talking about these brown-skinned people. No, I'm not. I'm telling y'all the same thing Noah was telling them people, and the Most High knew that not one will buckle. That's why now anyone came to the ark that Noah was building to get out of the flood. The same way today. These brown-skinned people that's like unto me, they don't, it's something wrong. And this is what the Father is showing me, the example of ignoring the fact that the prophecy told you. But you ain't going to teach it to them that they're going to go up against each other worse than they ever have. And before they're able to see and look up, it ain't going to be nobody but their own race destroying them worse than they have ever. And I see it. I see it. See, you all thought it was a thing that's going on, a male against female, as far as a brown-skinned people. You know, they fighting against their men, and the men are fighting against their women. Like the Father say, Deborah, this deeper than deep. I said, hold up, Father, let me just rest in the one deep. I don't want the second, the third, and the fourth. And it's because we're seeing things the way the world sees it. They don't give a rat's behind. But we that are of the body of Hamashiach, which is the ones that are the light, which are the spirit, those who carry in spirit and truth and speaking the word, we are going to be the one that feel this thing and see this thing for what it is, and no one else in our own nation is going to listen. This is also in the will. So he's saying to me, so get ready, Deborah, for what you want for, even though you knew. See, because what I wanted to see is what it was saying about nation against nations and kingdom against kingdom. What I wanted to see was the fact that it says it and I'm seeing it. But he's saying you're seeing it, but it's deeper than just what it says. Because it's actually telling you your own people. Just like he was speaking to me about your own household. See, we bypassing that. See, your own household would be your own people as well. But he wants you to know, not just those in your household, those on the outside of your households, in your own nation, it's going to be going against their own nation. While you're looking for the racial war. You're looking for the heathens and the Gentiles to come after the brown skinned people and vice versa. But what a real pain come in is when your household go up against you. That's the real pain, Deborah. The real pain is when your own kind go up against you. Right before all the heathens is in the Gentiles. The real pain is when you look into the society and you look at it clear with your eyes open, then you see your own people, your own nation you're in, those that are brown skinned like you. It's going to tear down, kill, destroy their own nation. You knew that. You knew it. And you don't, I'm going to tell you something. Nobody wants to teach it nor preach it for what it really actually said. But what the Holy Spirit would do, he would show you examples. He would, see, you think, a lot of people would think that these things are just happening out of nowhere. They're not. I don't look at it like that. I look at it as the Most High Yah is showing me the reality of everything that's in the realm of the spirit, the way it is in the realm of the natural. Do y'all know that's very scary? That means things are gonna happen you ain't even looking forward to or thinking you're gonna run up on. It's gonna run up on you. It's gonna run up on you. And you just gonna be cuckoo clocking because you're trying to figure something out that you already knew. You knew it. And just because you don't teach it to the people don't mean you don't know it. So when I went in there, I saw her do that. And what I did is I sat here, I said, I wonder how this girl over here, the only brown skin that's left is her and I wonder how she feeling about this. I wonder, do she see it? Do you know out of nowhere that young girl started talking to me? She couldn't have been no more than 30, maybe 35. She said, ma'am, I was in here yesterday for 3 hours before I was waited on. I said, oh. And the reason why I say oh is because I say, wait a minute. I said, oh, she waited on all the white people that came in way after I did. The place opened at 8. My appointment was 8 o'clock. They told me to come 15 minutes early, but she waited on everybody that came after 8, after 8, 10, at 10, 8, every one of them to walk in. She waited on them. I said, something is wrong here. So each time she waited on one, I said, the next one I'm walking out if I'm not caught. And then she proved what she was doing. And this is the problem I also have had going into places, doctor's appointments, different facilities that where you have to take business, take care of business. When you see us, we're going to give each other hell. I'm just speaking of a people. I'm not giving nobody no hell. Hell is going it is them themselves. So I'm not going to give them who they already are. But I say this here. The Father had told me, you knew, Deborah, even though I haven't spoke on it. So when you're wondering when I'll be trying to explain to you who your people are, there are those who really think that they're going to change their people. I leave that to them to keep thinking that. Because the one you going after thinking you're going to change, they are the one that's going to take you out of here. They're the one that's going to take you out. Now, are there many that's taking heathens and Gentiles that's taking us as a people out? Yes. It was a while they was doing it in secret. Now it's plainly seen. In the last week, is so many of our Judah brothers that has been hung, been killed, been found in the woods, been found in the lake, just out of nowhere. And not one Judah, not one brown-skinned person standing on the mountaintop saying, hope, wait a minute, y'all. But when you don't, when you out here picketing or boycotting, going into an Asia or whatever, Chinese shop, let me explain something. It shows your thought pattern is messed up. You can boycott something there like that, but you can't boycott or you can't stand on a unity, in unity toward them out here killing your nation of people. Because it's them to yesterday, but it'll be you and yours tomorrow. This is the ignorance of a people. And it's going beyond ignorant. Because they are out here to take out each other. Successfully. Wicked and evil. And they want all the world to see. Because you look at Cat Williams and you look at this old one-eye Willie. What he say? Is it Willie Carson? Whatever his name is. They ain't talking, even Kanye. You don't hear them, these people talking about nothing that benefit their own nation. They own brown-skinned people. They either thinking they telling you something without telling you something. They ain't giving you nothing. They are people that sat there to make sure they keep chaos going on among their people. They using clowning and joking to do so, to set the stage. And these are the people brown-skinned people think is somebody. That's why I made sure I mentioned them. And there's somebody that's inside of your nation that's helping out, see into you being destroyed. And even in that situation alone, I watched the Most High. He ain't busting a move. The Most High is not busting a move on this stuff, y'all. But what he is doing is he allowing his servants to be aware. He's allowing his servants to understand how deeper than deep it is. And I said to the Father, I don't want to go past the first deep. Father, please don't take me to the second and the third and the fourth deep. I'll be just right here if I be fine in the first deep. But if the Most High tells me that it's deeper than deep, then wait a minute, baby. Your first level ain't letting you know nothing. So as I come out and I left the dentist, I pulled over on a parking lot and I sat there and the Spirit said, but you knew. You knew. When you're talking about your nation, Judah, and your brown-skinned people, it's because you knew. You knew all the time. Sometimes we don't want to take on what the Father is putting before us because it's really that deep. And I know you all are hearing me this early morning and you don't really realize how deep things really are. Because you will put your own nation of people so high and so mighty. It's just like your family. You'll put your family somewhere high and you know they way down low. You know chaos, wicked and evil is in your family. You see it. You can see it in your children. You can see it in your wife. You can see it in your husband. You can see it in your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your aunt, your pawpaw, your granny, your grandbaby. You can see the evil, but you always make it look like it's good. It's cute. It's okay because it's your blood. So this is what you're going to This is what's going to backfire on you all. This is the ones that's going to come in on you. Because the way the prophecy has been rewritten, it's got you thinking that it's going to be nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom, meaning a people against a people and authority against one authority, or this group is against this group. And when it's saying this, it's talking about this is where you call real sorrow. And as I speak to you all, that's what I'm in. I'm in real sorrow to realize that, okay, Deborah, you ain't going to be able to feel this thing out of your way because it's been sealed. It's in the will. And yes, I told you, it's deeper than deep. So hold on to your one deep, ain't going to get it. Because you can long suffer with that one deep. You don't have to be deeper than deep. That one deep alone is long suffering and endurance. So I already know if it's the three deeps after that, Father, y'all, we in the heap of trouble, ain't we? Yeah, baby. But you knew. And it's only so much you can say to people, because 99.9 of your nation, even though they can be in a college, they can be a professor, they can be a doctor, they gone. They gone to the reality, what is before them, what's on every side of them, what is in the back of them. They gone. They ignore all these signs because they want to live their dream, their vision. They want to live something special in this world. They want to feel like there's something special in this world. They want to think that they are so special in this world that whatever go on, it don't affect them. Somebody like me should be feeling like that, because I know I got something greater in me outside of who I am. I know for a fact, live or die, I still know that there's something greater in me than anything on the outside of me. I do know that. That's the one that I believe in. That's the one I talk to throughout the day. That's the one I look forward to. And that's the one I listen to. That's the one I have an ear to hear and an eye to see through. His spirit in my spirit, working through me, in me, for me. So just imagine those who don't have it. Look for them to be your greatest enemy. But it got to be matching, like he said, the division that's got to fall in the household. That's what you call a heavy hurt. A heavy hurt. But to know that after that hurt, it's your own nation on the outside that's going to come after you all more so than other nations. They're going to pick up the tail end when they get frustrated, which they are, when they ready to do they do, which they have already been doing. But when they all begin to see how you conduct yourself toward one another, like what happened to me in this dentist, the last elderly European that was sitting there, he looked over there at me and the other melanated woman, asked to say, how did y'all get left behind? Another melanated that's sitting right there, that's the receptionist, decided to put us on the tail end intentionally. The young girl said, well, okay, they did me like that yesterday. See? So I am grateful for the appointment. I'm grateful to know that this is not the type of company that I want to give my to serve me. This is not it's not it. It's not no, you can't give me nothing. You can't do nothing for me. I would never make another appointment at that location and the location that the other locations that they have. Because if that's what you put these, and that's what they do. That's the type of people they like to have at their front desk. The one that will put their people first and their own last. They knew that. Now you don't put me ahead of my time. You don't put me above someone else, but just put me where I am by walk in. Now I ain't even walked in. I'm coming in through apartment, but everybody coming in after me, they getting called back. And then now the thing is empty, and the only one left is me, the other brown skinned woman. So I'm just like at, okay, Father, you telling me more than it looks like I'm willing to hear. You're telling me something in this. He's really teaching. This is a teaching moment. This is what I spoke about yesterday to many of you all, that, and the day before yesterday, that the Father will allow you to have the example, because a lot of times people run from what he is saying unto them within them. They even run from what he is speaking into them because they don't want to see it in the realm of the reality of what it's going to be and how it's going to pan out. So what he do is he'll give you an example, set your butt right into a point of an example, and you can't run away from it because you have to experience it. And you walk away from the example experiencing what he's been trying to tell you all along. And that's something I noticed that he would do. That's how he rumbles that way. That's why I tell y'all, I love his swag. I like how he rumble. I like his swag. I like how he moves about. You wouldn't know what I'm talking about if you don't have him in you. And he ain't as great as he is in you as he is in me. I sit back and I watch his move. I pay attention. And forever do he tell me, you see well. Why would the Creator constantly tell me throughout my living, you see well? Because there's something he wanted me to see. He don't want me to go from A to B without seeing how I got from A to B. He want me to have the full understanding what was in between A and B, the good part and the bad part, and the part to hope for the change. So just knowing that that's how he rumbled with me. That's why I tell you, I like his swag. I like how he rumble. I like how he don't leave me out here. The Father don't never leave me out here wondering, well, what was that? Why did they do this? And why did this happen? Why did this happen? Oh, I don't understand. Either he gonna give it to me in the vision ahead of time as a warning, or he gonna pull up on me time before it happened. And then he comes straight in after everything is over, say, didn't I tell you? And then I would turn around and say, but you didn't warn me. And then he tell me, but remember Wednesday? What did I tell you? When you laid in the bed early morning and you woke up. And then I began to say, there it is. You even gave me a head up, Father. Forgive me. You gave me Father, you gave me days a head up. And that's all my whole living. He always give me a warning or a head up. So who can deny that type of creator? That's why I tell you all, this thing called love ain't got no connection to this creator. The way his rumbling and the way he go about doing things, his moves are just so swift. And the way he conduct things and show you things and reveal things and give you these type of examples, and it leaves things out. It leaves everything out real smooth. It lands everything out real smooth. You in a place where you look back and you say, oh boy, I got some sort of protection. I got someone who keeps me, someone who cares for me to the point where he willing to warn me. He willing to give me examples. He willing to show me from the inside out, from the outside in, on the left, on the right, and the up and the down and all around. He's willing to make sure that I'm not lost between the cracks of this sick world. I know he cares for me. He really cares for me. And I want to share something with you all. There was a time when things were happening in his world. What they are using today to defeat a people, you never saw it coming. And you ain't going to see it going, because you're going to be gone before you recognize it come to defeat you. It come to destroy you. You're going to be gone. You're going to be gone mentally. You might even be physically dead. You're going to be torn up because you're people who never listen to the ones that the Creator sent. You always listen to the darkness that soothe your flesh to believe the things that got you trapped in the lies and in the deception. AI is coming and is created to destroy people. And even though many other nations is going to watch it quickly destroy brown-skinned people, I'm sitting and watching things showing up regarding melanated people like off the chain. This AI is portraying these things regarding these melanated people, these brown-skinned people. While these brown-skinned people, instead of just not buying, period, from these Orientals or these Asia people, instead, you should be standing in unity for something else. But this is the weakness of a people. They stand in unity for not buying something at someone's business, instead of just saying, we're not buying from you, kick rocks, go on, no more business. You wants to make the world think that you're doing something because you can boycott, but you can't boycott nothing when it come down to real hardcore things that need to be said, or things need to be how would I say, defeated. You won't stand on anything until it's something stupid that you want to boycott about, and you can come together for that. You come together for all the wrong things. But now AI is the new sheriff in town. AI is going to be the new FBI, the new CIA. It's going to set y'all tails up. When you thinking you doing something, you going somewhere, you going to be something, you going to get something, AI going to mess it up for you every chance you get. And it's doing it, y'all. It's actually taking pictures off my phone and uploading it on Facebook. It's making videos, its own videos, based on what they want people to hear to keep up chaos. And it's the saddest thing. Now, this is why I say that it's real sad. How is it that I make a video and it might get 90 views, but when AI take my video and redo it and make it a short, it get 400 and something views? You see something wrong with that? You see the difference in when I'm speaking spirit and truth, giving you the message itself. AI go into this message and pull out certain things I said and redo it in a video, post it on my short, and all the people then look. Now watch this. So here this video that I made that took an hour and 15 minutes. You might have 9 likes. You might have 0 comments. But you go into the one AI have created, you got 400 views. You might have 10 messages, and you're going to have 17 likes. I'm just sure this is an example of what's actually taking place. You see how the mindset of people take to AI. And AI gave, I think it was 1 minute. 1 minute. No, it might have been more than 1 minute, but that's what it got on my timing. 1 minute of what I said. Why? Because the whole idea is to bring chaos. It's to come to bring forth that nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. It's coming to make sure that a certain people, the world can see them to be worse than aliens, giants, fallen angels. This is what and how you're going to be hated around the world. See, we thought that we were already hated. But when the Father speaks to me and said, Deborah, it's going to be deeper than deeper than deep, I said, hold up, Father, just keep me with the first deep. I ain't going to be able to handle the second and third and fourth. But when he speaks it, it allows me to understand that's how deep it's going to be. It's going to bypass your first deep, baby. I'm sorry. But it is what it's going to be. And that's what I'm saying. This here system, and many of you all entertain it. The last thing I want to do is to entertain AI in any shape, form, or fashion. But what happened is they flipped the whole system over to AI. Now, what the outcome of AI is ready to get you into full control. All they have to say is that the AI shut down or did something that caused everything to shut down, to take everything out of your bank, to close your bank, to close your business, your company, to close everything down, even cars. All of this cars being created with this AI system in it. These people are so ready to destroy this country, and the people in this country can't even see them and what they're doing. Judith, you can hang it up. Like I said, they gone. Judith gone. And this is what he's showing me, is that the situation I had yesterday, this situation, and situations that keep popping up, is showing me we as a people, as brown skinned people, we really never focus on anything. The 405 years, I say, we never focus on anything, y'all. We never did. We never focus on the things that is righteous, the things that is just before the Father. We never focus on Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob's. Yeah. We never focus on doing things in decency and order. We focus on everybody bothering us. They did this to us, they did this, they did this. And he studied saying they can destroy your body. But the spirit that I rest in, every time they destroy it, I will rebuild you back. But we never turn to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob's. Yeah, even to this very day, we still wouldn't turn to them. We rather turn to a system like AI and call AI all knowing, call AI all power. We'll call AI all word. We'll call AI all and some before we turn to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob's. Yeah. when that should have been our main focus here. And how we should have focused on that when, okay, if we say that we have been brought over here in captivity, is that really your history? Is your history is the 405 years? Or is your history who you really were from the beginning? Because it seems like the cycle keep repeating itself. So are you really who you are here, or who you always been there up until even this very point? That would have gave us the 400 years, gave us you know how you run in a race, and they said, when we gonna give you how would I say, a yard ahead of everybody. We as a people was given more leeway to learn of ourselves, even to this very day. And we as a brown skinned people want nothing but chaos. It's like it's in us. It makes you feel that you can't trust one another. You can't work with one another. You mean no good to each other. And this is what the Father wanted me to see through his own example, allowing me to have an example so I can click in where I have to remain and think and stop thinking that the things that's happening in this world is happening to everybody else, and it ain't meant to happen to a brown skinned people. Don't fall into that trap, because those are the ones that's going to be going up against you, your own nation. And I said to the Most High, Yah, how can a nation go up against their own nation when they've been up against their own nation since the beginning of time? So how is it any different now? Oh, Deborah, it's different. Everything is different in this state that you're in, Deborah. This is the day that was prophesied will be like no other day ever exist on the face of the earth. So you need to get with that program. You see? So you have to look for it worse than back in the days of Moses, back in the days of Egypt. This time is worse. So what? They don't believe it. So what? They don't receive it. So what? They ignore it. I told you, this thing is going to be felt all around the world, and it's starting somewhere, and it's going to be felt. The whole idea of AI going to introduce the whole world to Judah in such a negative, wicked, evil way. And it already started, and it's like big time, y'all, big time. AI is slinging me all over the place, and it have no, I say, right to do so, but it is right under the world system. You know, they right is wrong, but they call it right. So under that right, they have the right. This is what Yah is allowing. So I, Sister Deborah, is the prophetess in the wilderness that speaks spirit and truth with the light in my right hand, meaning I'm not going to pull up without the light. I'm not going to speak without the backing up of the Holy Spirit. A lot of you got a lot of words to say, a lot of mouth to say, but I always call it rectum speaking. You're speaking trash because you ain't speaking the warning. The trumpet is being blown when I speak, and it's so loud. A newborn baby can come and want and desire to be born. One that ain't even been born would want to be born. That's how loud I'm speaking. And just because people are trapped in this system of seeing only the way of the system, when the system show them what's going on, that's what they believe. See, they don't even understand. They already sold out. You're waiting for a beast. You're waiting for the Antichrist. You're waiting for 666. You're waiting for all or the system. They already got you, because you already then got yourself been up and down. And if you think for 1 minute that the Father is going to come and deliver you out, X many of those that died in the last week was hung, that's in the lake, that's in the woods. Look how the brown skinned men are conducting themselves. They don't have nothing to say about them constantly these brothers dead at this place, set on fire, and all that. They don't have no problem, because they never was a people that was in any type of unity or oneness, or really had a feeling for one another. Because if y'all probably think I'm crazy, watch this here. The situation I had yesterday, by me having 4 sons, do you know that if there is 4 sons that I have, adult, they wouldn't dare argue and fuss with somebody's mama. They wouldn't dare disrespect the elders. They won't even disrespect the young. So in me, I think I said, Father, these are the seeds that you suffer me to bring up. They're not like this. But when the world finished with them, most likely they will be. But I'm just showing you that they ain't gonna sit here and argue with a female, an elderly, nor an elderly man. Now, will they snap? They'll snap. Oh yeah, they can snap. They the type that will snap. But they haven't been the type to be out here in all this chaos and disrespecting people. So then I sit back, I said, well, why should I be entitled to something I raised mine up not to do? Why should it come up upon me, Father, when I did what you taught me to do, to train minds up in the way that they should go? And if they depart, that'll be on them. If they won't, they have to take whatever I given them. But if they go in their direction, that's what they do, because it's in them already. But I did do what you tell me to do. And I sit back and I said, now one of my kids would have been out there fussing with a female that knows an elderly. I'm telling y'all. So what do that mean for me? I know better. If I wouldn't want my children doing it, why would I want it done to me? You see? Because y'all want me to see the corn on both sides. It's not the same on both sides, Deborah. You can flip it all day and you'll realize you ain't going to get both sides to be alike. You're in the world, but you're not of it. And that's what you taught your children, is to not be of the world, even though they're in it. You taught them how to respect people and how to treat people. Because if I ever catch them putting their hand on a woman or disrespecting a woman, I take them out myself. They know I'm non-tolerant when it come down to nonsense, not upholding your integrity, your morals. My mother got all these grandkids, and one thing she says to me, I can really tell you, your kids is so well mannered. Your kids is so polite. See what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? See, don't think that I ain't do my part as a servant of the Most High Yah to my household. Is my household divided? Yeah, but it wasn't because I divided. It's because the kingdom divided it. I didn't divide it, but I tell you what I did do. I worked with whatever y'all put in it. I worked with it without buckling up to it. I worked with it. I wasn't the type that abused and mentally or physically abused my children. I wasn't that type of person. I sit back and I think about the person that I am, and I realize, I say, well, Father, I'm the safest person that anybody can have in their life, in their living. I'm the most supportive, the individual that can make anything work out of nothing. If I had a plumbing issue, I'm going to sit there until I figure out how I'm going to fix it. If I want to bring a plumber in, I can. But if I think I can do it, I'm going to sit there. You know why? Because I thought all this time it was me. No, it was the Holy Spirit in me that has constantly told me, Deborah, the sky is the limit. That means you can do whatever you think you're capable of doing it. Go for it. And you didn't think I done replaced toilets, windows, gutters, doors. I'm just telling you. It ain't nothing that I can't step in and do. Because when he say greater is he that is in thee than he that is in the world, let me tell you something. I love his swag. I love the way he move, y'all. Because he have moved in my living since I've been here. I've saw the work of his hands, which is his power. So I'm not one that can get on this devil platform and play with y'all tails. If I ain't gonna give you spirit and truth with the light, kick rocks and get somewhere and sit down. I'm not gonna give you anything. And I will say before I get off here, I'm really a grateful servant of the Most High Yah. Grateful for him choosing me to be what he wanted me to be. Not just yesterday, but today. Not just today, but tomorrow. Because he ain't schooling me for nothing. Even though I'm trying to escape out of here. Oh, yeah. I came through the front door and I'm trying to go out the back door. Father, can I go out? The back door is cracked. Can I go out the back door? Deborah, stand still. But Father, the back door is cracked. Is it okay? I know I came in through the front. Can I go out the back door? Stand still. You got work to do. I'm not giving you the fullness of the revelation just to let you go out the back door. You in the house for good. There's no outer. You in there. So let's work this house. Work from the house, Deborah. Work from the inside. Don't try to get on the outside. Because all that you need is within that house. You came in through the front door. When you knocked, Deborah, didn't I open it? When you seek me, didn't you find me? When you asked me, didn't I give you what you asked for? So why are you trying to get out the back door? You in the house, baby. Keep standing tall, firm. Speak spirit and truth with the light. Know that you're in the house. You're not on the outside. So don't try to get out because you're in for good. So I give him all glory and praise and honor for even allowing me to be so locked in to the house itself. So I, Sister Deborah, appreciate each and every last one of you all. Um, and I say unto you all to seek the face of Yah. Because in Matthew chapter 24, it talks about the gospel being preached. And I want to say to each and every last one of you all, they never taught you what the gospel was because they didn't know. They thought they know what it is. They never knew what the gospel was. The gospel is the power of Yah, and then shall be in. Y'all got a lot of power that he's revealing in this very day. He's showing up and showing out his power. You know what's strange? I'm here on this lot and it's getting packed for some reason. But again, I say unto you, seek the face of Yah, which is his power. Seek ye the kingdom first. Because see, right now, as I speak it, you might have an opportunity to seek after the face of Yah. But tomorrow you might not have that opportunity. So stand firm in seeking after Yah himself. You don't have to have it 100. You don't even have to have it 15. You don't even have to have it not 50 nor 25, not even 15. All you have to do is surrender your ugly ways and say, hey, I don't want to rumble my way. I don't want to see it my way. I don't want to do it my way. There's a way in you, Father, that I would like to and desire to rest in. Let your way live in me. I throw up my hand. I surrender. And when you surrender, you know what you really surrender? You surrender your wisdom. You surrender your knowledge. You surrender your understanding. You surrender your flesh at the throne of the Most High Yah. And in it, you repent that you allow self, flesh, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to overshadow his wisdom, his knowledge, his understanding, and that you want to turn yours in for his. You want to walk upright. You want to be about what he is about. This is a time like no other. Surely he got others that can pull on up and pull on in. That's not afraid of the ways of the system of this world. That can come in through the front door and know that they in the house. It's time to rumble. You see? So I, Sister Deborah, say unto you, still in this very moment, seek him, trust him, and know that there is no all-knowing over him. No AI, no IA, no IB, no system, no nothing. Nothing is greater than him. And that we as people need to really grip and understand that nothing is greater than him. Nothing is powerful than he is. Get this mindset of everything on this earth is greater and powerful and all knowing than the creator himself. Because many people have that mindset. So Sister Deborah, I hope someone got something out of this message, and I'm grateful that he set the example to me and for me. And I give him all glory and praise, for he is the excellent one. He's the great one. He's the perfect one. He's the all-knowing one. He's the all-powerful one. That's my Yah. That's my Yah. And I say unto you, you all have a wonderful day. Shalom and shalom.